for people who have already been earning points. The reward system, I can actually tell it straight away. It will calculate the points in your weaker leg every day. They will be accumulated. You will see you will get your own meter in your back office where you will see your points from your weak leg being accumulated. And if you meet certain criteria that we see in the next slide, for example, to obtain the first position and the first price of payment, I should say, if you have 5 points accumulated in your weaker leg over a certain period, and you have a minimum of one personal client in each leg, so this means one in your left and one in your right team or slash leg, then you will be rewarded with 0.3 Bitcoin. Now, are there extra requirements? Yes, there are. You must be an active member yourself with any package, so it doesn't matter what package you have yourself, but you're directly referred. They must have at least a 0.5 Bitcoin package to qualify yourself. So if you have two directs, one in your left leg and one in your right, with a package of a minimum of 0.5 Bitcoin, and you have accumulated 5 points in your lesser leg, you will get paid 0.3 Bitcoin already. All of the payments, the rewards will be paid out by the end of every month. And as stated, the points in your smallest leg, they're counted every day. Now, we take it up one level. I'm not going to go to all of them, but I'll just take this one as an example. To become a Dragon Supervisor, 25 points accumulated. And this goes for all the steps. You always take along with you someone with a previous rank. So to become a Dragon Supervisor, you will need one Dragon Leader. And this Dragon Leader can be in any leg. So it doesn't have to be in your strong leg or your weaker leg, doesn't matter. It can be your left team or your right team, as long as they are your direct. And again, one personal left and right. And this already pays half a Bitcoin as a reward. If you obtain 50 points, you become a Dragon Director. You take with you one Dragon Supervisor, and again, one personally sponsored in each leg. So I think the basics of this are very simple. If you're already in the program, there's a page reward. I will show it a little later in the back office. You can read through all of this. Of course, they go up and up and up. The higher the points are and the higher the rewards are, you need more people. So for these three, there's a minimum of 2 personals in each leg, and always also the previous rank. You take them with you on your journey as you're building up your team to achieve a higher ranking. And then it goes even further. You can win a weekend in Europe for 2 persons with a value of 5 Bitcoins, or a week in Dubai. You can actually visit the company over there, and this one has a value of not less than 20 Bitcoins. Of course, at the current prices, that would be around close to $50,000. Then it goes all the way up to the Black Diamond Dragon. You can travel around the world for two persons. Maximum value 50 Bitcoins. So these are very, very good rewards. And for the real rock stars, we have the Crown Dragon, the Double Crown Dragon, and the Triple Crown Dragon. Well, here the company rewards you with a car. With a maximum value of 100 Bitcoin, and it goes even all the way up to 500 Bitcoins in cash, or some people might even hit the jackpot with 2,000 Bitcoins. Bear in mind that if you don't like to have a price like a MacBook Air or a travel or a car with a certain value, you can also get paid 50% in cash of the value of the reward. So I think this is a great incentive program attached to Royal Dragon Traders, which a lot of people are going to profit from. And even if you have a smaller pack yourself that you start with, you can relatively easily, you start building your team, you can obtain those 5 points or 25 points, and then already, 0.3 Bitcoin, 0.5 Bitcoin, and even 0.7 Bitcoin are very decent payouts, I think. And as stated, it will be paid out by the end of the month. If, of course, you win a certain prize, an iPhone, a MacBook Air, or a travel, the company will contact you via email or via the phone number that you've left, and make arrangements with you for those things. So now what is coming up in your back office during the next 10 days? I've written down It can be 7 to 10 days. We will add a news page in the back office. Right now, you see a message in French and English in the top of the back office, updated daily with a short news flash. But there will, of course, be a news page, and then you can also read previous messages. So if someone comes in 1 month time, they can go through all of the previous messages and see what has been happening within the company, the changes that have been made, etc. There will also be a full company page. Corporate, at this moment, the founders and owners, they're on the way to the airport. They're flying out to Dubai. I just left Marbella, Spain myself yesterday. I spent 8 days with the team to be there for the launch and to discuss all of the future things that we want to have on behalf of the network, in particular, things that will be helping us to make it easier to build up our teams, etc. But the company papers will be signed. They are already ready, but they had to fly out there to get the signatures. It has taken a little longer than expected, and I do apologize for that, although it's not my personal fault and it's not corporate's fault either. The fact is that we had to deal with a period of Ramadan, and afterwards there were 5 days of holiday in Dubai, so a lot of official institutions like banks, chambers of commerce, etc., they were closed, so they could not go earlier than this week. But the trading license of the company is ready. It had already been issued. It was valid as of the 29th of June last month. And of course, on the company page, you will see the full trading license as well as all the company details. So I hope there have been many questions about this, about transparency. I hope that with publicizing all this information, it will be easier for people to do their due diligence. Now, also, I'm posting in various Facebook groups. I see amongst you a lot of people that I recognize the names from different groups all over the place. I'm using an app myself that will also be one of the marketing tools in the very near future that people can use to expand their business. But until that, I'm posting regular updates in the group and I get a lot of questions. So we've decided to put up a tutorial video page in the back office where literally every specific question that I get, if it's interesting enough or more people ask for it, we will make a separate tutorial. So you will be able to find the answers on your questions in tutorial videos, well, at least most of them 24/7 in your back office. And of course, something that everybody has been waiting for, we are going to show proof of trading. We know, corporate knows, the founders knows that this is crucial in our business to have proof of trading. We've seen many programs coming and going, even some went down within 2 months, some went down in 3 months or 6 months. People have been comparing Royal Dragon Traders with a lot of them. Well, I can assure you that Royal Dragon Traders will be different. We are going to show proof of trading. We're not going to do it on a daily basis, but it will be multiple days in the week that the proof of trading will be posted in the back office. And actually, I think I can state that we are working to get a system up and running where we actually will get some live feeds. So that's a very good possibility that very soon we'll actually have live feeds. They might be a little bit delayed, not to display particular tactics or strategies that the company has, or that the traders who are trading on behalf of the company have. But there will be proof of trading. And of course, we will start up the rewards points program. Everybody who has been gathering points, who has been collecting points so far, no worries at all. Of course, they will go back since the day that we have started. So the points will be accumulated, and you will be able to find them back. So a lot of people are going to be pleasantly surprised, I guess. Then, of course, the main question: how does RDT use our deposits? Yeah, it's a very valid question. So I've written down a few things that the company is doing. The main thing that the company is doing is arbitrage trading. So they're in They're in crypto arbitrage trading. That's this trading carried out between different cryptocurrencies. This can be between Bitcoin, Ethereum, it can be altcoin, Litecoin, it can be any kind of tradings where they do in arbitrage trading. There's also, the trade is also handled in commodities. It's the same way, it's crypto versus silver, gold, gas, etc. Imagine any kind of commodity there is, and they are trading in it. And of course, we have the regular fiat arbitrage trading, and this is carried out in mostly Bitcoin at this moment versus USD, Euro, GBP, and the Japanese yen. Of course, for all of these tradings, the company has a trading company in Dubai who works on behalf of Royal Dragon Traders, and not alone. They work for some other big firms as well. They're in possession of multiple algorithms and trading robots all over the world, but they also create their own programs. And in fact, for the crypto trading, and this is where the company currently is making the most of their money, for the crypto trading, and they have a special algorithm, and this is really bringing in big money, so people can rest assured that the company will have enough money in the banks to pay everybody out for a long time. Because if you were to follow some of these trades, and we will actually show this as well, there are really humongous amounts to be made there. In addition to all of these trades, something else is going to happen, and I'm very pleased to be able to announce this today, because the next thing that the company is going to do already has started. In fact, is that RTD has started their own mining farm. We're using brand new state-of-the-art equipment. I put in between bracket rigs. Rigs would be the old name. That's the name of the commonly used equipment to mine for a variety of coins. RDT mines also for a variety of coins. This can be altcoin, Ethereum, Bitcoin, etc. And all of the profits that we make here, they'll be swapped back into Bitcoin. So we can either use part of the profits to be reinvested. This can be reinvested in a mining farm. It can also be reinvested in, for example, crypto trading, and of course parts of it will be paid out to the clients, to the members, so to all of you. So the company doesn't put all of their eggs in one basket. They have a good team that will over time, I think, be presented. Although we also work with external traders, but the people we work with internally will for sure be presented over time. They've been doing this for a long time. They've developed their own algorithms, and they've been doing this for over 10 years. And of course, with the mining, I think I don't have to explain that there's great potential in mining. With fiat trading only, as we have seen with other companies, we've seen company promise that they can double people's Bitcoin in 90 days with fiat trading. Well, I can tell you that's simply not possible. Even if you're the best fiat trader in the world, you will never make more than 50 to 60% on a yearly basis. And even then, you could be awarded the title of world champion in trading. It's as simple as that. So the money will be made mainly with the mining at this moment, in particular with Ethereum, of course, because we're all awaiting the proof of stake, but also in other coins. So it will depend on the electricity cost and on the rewards, on the number of coins, on the difficulty that is there to mine for those coins. But therefore, the company has its own software as well. And as stated, they have state-of-the-art equipment. We will extend that equipment rapidly, and there will be some more news about this in the coming weeks. I think when corporate's back from Dubai, we're going to sit down again and see how we bring all this, and there will be a special PowerPoint, I think, about it on how we are doing it. And who knows, we will maybe actually get a live feed to the mining farm, so you can see the equipment that we are using. So great things are coming. Transparency is coming. So I'm very happy to announce all of it. I know a lot of you have been awaiting this, and you will also see faces of people coming up in the back office. So I think we're on a good way. It's taken a little bit longer as we expected, but I think the most important is that I can state that the company is here to stay. Their aim, their vision, their mission is clear. They have not come to vanish after 6 months or after 1 year. They're here for the long term. They've put together, I think, a good vision and a very good strategy by dividing the deposits of people over a variety of things, so we can always switch from one to the other. And this will actually this is very good for the company, and as long as it's good for the company, then obviously it's good for all of the members. So this actually concluded this short presentation. So what I will do right now, I'm going to grab a back office here and just quickly log in to let me see. I'm going to log into one of the sites that I'm using for demonstrational purposes, so to say. So I hope everybody can see my screen. Let me double check. Yeah, if all goes well, you can see my screen. So here is where the news section is right now. So there will be a separate tab where you can go to the news section. There will be a tab with all of the company credentials. There will also be a tab with the trading, where you can see the proof of trading, and hopefully we can switch to some live feed soon. Obviously, important for your business is to see that you know where to find your referral link. It's on this page as well. You can see your personal earnings. We had a meter up within the first, I think, 6 days as of the start. There have been some problems attaching it also that had to do with the fees that are charged for the payout, which is 1.6%. So they are working on it. We had a lot of people asking if we can put it back in. So we put that request at IT. But of course, their main well, I won't say issue, but the main job was to make sure that the pay-in and the payouts are working flawlessly. And that is what we're seeing right now, that if people, if they send in the correct amount, then in general, they get their account activated within an hour to an hour and a half, a little bit, depending on the blockchain, of course. So here you can see your earnings. You can also see what you can earn, the maximum you can earn. In this case, it's 0.2 Bitcoin. Since this is 0.1 Bitcoin package, you can also see everything that is attached, the 5% direct bonus, 8% binary, and the 2% daily payout. Here, if someone would started working here, you can see the people in your left leg, the people in your right leg, and here actually we can see the outstanding balance. This is the balance that has been paid to this position as of the 1st of July, or actually the 2nd. I mean, the first day of trading was the 1st of July, but that has been paid out on the 2nd, so there's 1 day delay, and you can actually always check that under the tab financial. If you go to statement, you will see that the first payment has been on the 2nd of July. The time varies a little bit, although the last days it's coming in more regularly, which is fine. It's also something that we've asked to make it more steady times. And there's one other thing. Until now, the payouts have been done mainly around 8 p.m. Paris time, so that would be like 2 p.m. EST, Eastern Standard Time. As of tomorrow, the payouts will be earlier. In fact, in Europe, they will be at 5 p.m. Paris time. So, for example, for New York, for Eastern Standard Time, this will be 11 a.m. in the morning. And also, this means that people in Asia will get it in the evening. So I think that's a good thing. So here you can follow it. As soon as your balance is equal or higher than 0.1 Bitcoin, you will be receiving a payout. Of course, to receive this payout, you have to make sure that you got a wallet address filled in into your back office. So go to one of your wallets, pick a wallet address, or make a special one for this one. That's completely up to you. We show you know how to do that, and if not, we will be making some tutorials, and we'll also give some advice about wallets that we think that are good to use. Of course, the choice is completely yours, so always do your due diligence yourself before you choose a particular wallet. But we've had some problems with paying in from some people who paid from specific wallets. Actually, the wallet deduct a kind of secret fee after sending the transaction, and therefore the numbers didn't match. And we are actually, IT is working on a solution, and I think it will be ready the coming week. In the case that an account is underfunded, you will be getting an email back with the difference, so you can still pay for it, since people are already starting to renew their packages, which of course is good. So you put your wallet address in here. Right now you can do it without an authenticator, but an authenticator will be added. We have a special one in the making, so we can also use it throughout Asia. That won't work with the Google Authenticator, but we will be getting one, so you can feel rest assured that you have an extra security here once you've put in your wallet address. For the rest, what we can find, of course, you can see the package that you have purchased yourself. So this position has purchased a package on the 14th of June. It's a 0.1 package, and the cost was 0.1. If someone wants to purchase their initial package or even do an upgrade or renew a package, it's of the utmost important that the exact correct amount gets paid. Well, I just I think you can see it there for the European time. I did a German webinar previously, so I already created an extra wallet address, so I'm not gonna make one more. But if right here you were to click on upgrade, because this is a 0.1 position right now. If you were to click on upgrade, it will generate a unique wallet address. So copy and paste it. Make sure I double check the last three, or the first three and the last three letters and numbers of the address, and double check the amount you have to send in. In this case, it says 0.21, and that's correct because this was a 0.1 package. So you pay the difference between 0.3 plus the 5%, and then the difference is actually 0.21. So always double check the amount. A lot of people forget to pay the 5% fee, and this is inconvenient for them, but also for the company, because support gets in tons of email of people claiming that they've paid, but their account is not activated, although they might have misread and did not double check. So double check the wallet address where you're sending your money to. I mean, you're sending it out in the blockchain, so if you have a wrong address, it will someone might wake up very happy, but you will not get your account activated. So bear in mind to always double check it. It's Bitcoins. Bitcoins have a value, so be careful with it. Then we have the page network. Here, of course, the point statement will follow here. The presentations, English, French, Portuguese, Spanish, Chinese are in there. Some more are coming. I've seen Hungarian, German, and some other languages are in the making. Here you will find the point statements. Of course, you can see your personal referrals. You can look them up here so you can contact them. And in fact, here we see the system has been compressed yesterday. So accounts have been deactivated. So if in your back office you see, let's say a fake email address that goes to royaldragonstraders.com, you know that this will be a blocked position, right? So, and of course, your binary network, you will be able to see your left leg users, your right leg users, and the points that you are accumulating. Again, here's your sponsor name. You can look up people by putting in their username. So if you have your directs, you could have seen your username in your referral section. Something that is going to disappear is this function. We've been having this function where you could actually place someone, even if you place them on your right, you could place them left of someone. This is going to be taken out of the back office. We think it's more fair that you can either place someone left or right. It's also better to help out the teams to grow. And if people try to qualify for the rewards, then obviously people will be getting spillover. This is good for any binary system. So we've decided to take it out. So my best estimate is that either tomorrow or the day after tomorrow, this section will be gone. But of course, you can still choose left and right yourself. Make sure if you choose another side to click on change, so it will be validated as well. If you hover over packages, you can actually see information on what kind of packages is, who is to refer, etc. So that is about this. Let me see what else we have now. Of course, you can go to the rewards, and I think that about covers what we have right now. Change your email, change your password, change your phone, and the FAQs, frequently asked questions. You can look them up, and they will be extended. Also, multiple languages will be added over I think the next 2 weeks is safe to say that we'll have really multiple languages. So the whole back office will be available in multiple languages, and I'm assuming Spanish, Portuguese, Chinese are amongst those, and other languages might follow, and for sure French will be added, since I think it's a common secret that a part of the founders, they come from France, so obviously it will be there in French as well. So I think this covers about it. So I'm going to open up my window where the questions are. Let me try to look this up. All right. Well, people, you're here with the masses on the call, but I don't see a lot of questions. So feel free to leave me any questions in the chat box. I'm just going to put them in the following order by time. All right, first question. On a 0.1 BTC position at the end of the 90 days, there will have been one payment of 0.1 and 0.9 ABC pending, since it's less than the minimum. Yeah, it's a valid question. Of course, if you have a 0.1 package and you double up, and of course with the fee being deducted, the last payment would be a little less, but you will of course get it. No, there's no problem about that. Is there any discussion about decreasing the minimum required for a payout? Yeah, this discussion is ongoing. In fact, myself, I would be in favor of it, but we have had a lot of talks with this. The thing is like this. I will try to explain it in now, let's say in layman's terms. We've seen a lot of programs who have been paying out daily. And this can be 0.00 something BTC or even lesser amounts. For every payment that goes out with a serious company who is checking their pay-ins and payouts, they pay a specific fee for this. So yes, the company could decide to pay out, for example, 0.05 or 0.01 even. But it also comes with a price. And we have to remember that for the people who are passively in this program, so we're not working, we are actually doubling up almost the Bitcoin. It will be one point well, regardless of, depending on, let's say they have one Bitcoin, they might get back 1.95 with the fees deducted. So we are doing that passively. That means that the longer the company can work with the deposits of people, the more profit they can make, and the better it is for everybody within the system. It's kind of a dilemma. Of course, we understand that for the network, it will be great if you get paid daily. On the other hand, even if you have a 0.1 package, if you run it passively, that's correct. It takes 45 days to get your own money back, and another 45 to almost double up. Then again, if you do a little bit and you invite some people, it can go much quicker. But it will be an ongoing discussion. There has not been a finalized decision about it yet, and I know we're also in talks with some other payout and pay-in platforms who might have other rates. So who knows? But for now, I just have to state that it's 0.1 Bitcoin. It's just like that. I'm seeing hands up. Okay. Do we have anything? Do we have to do anything to prepare for the BIP 148 on August 1? Yeah. Is our Bitcoin safe with you? Is it safe to move our wallets at that time? Yeah. That's kind of a tricky question. I understand the question. I've been reading the conversations, of course, as well. People have been talking about a fork, a light fork, or a big fork in Bitcoin for the last 2 years. It hasn't been there yet. it looks a little bit more serious now. I guess we'll have to wait and see. We are for sure the company's wallets, the wallets that the companies are using are protected and they are prepared for these systems. When it comes to your own wallet, I would advise you to go to the forums where they speak about it. And who knows, we might come with some options or with some recommendations there. Although this is more for the specialists to take this up. But I think with the company, I can pretty much state that it will be safe since they're already spread over a variety of other things. They're not like in exchange markets or something. And maybe that gives the best answer. When will the speedometer be restored? Well, if it's up to me, as soon as possible, actually, because I think it was a great tool. And by the way, I know it has been bugging me personally that the website is not responsive yet. So IT will be working on that as well, and I expect it to be ready also the coming week. So you can check also the menu either on your tablet or on your smartphone, because I've tried to explain them very well that most of the people nowadays are not walking around with the laptops, let alone desktops. So that will be there. Thank you so much for communication. Okay, no problem. More than happy to do that. And there are a few that not been paid once they hit the minimum 0.10. And assume with the software, it's a simple correction. Yeah, that's correct. For the one who's asking this question, if there is someone who checks, if you go to your, let me go to financial statement. I hope I'm not logged out. Well, actually I am. You shall always see that if you do this live. If you go to your statement, and you can check this on a daily basis if you want. I mean, it's your own money. If you see that you've hit here 0.1, equal to 0.1 or higher, and you did not get paid on the regular time, which will be as of tomorrow, 5 p.m. Paris time, then feel free to send an email to support. The address is admin@royaldragontraders.eu. Make sure to include your username and just state that there is an amount in your financial statement that it hasn't been paid out. We've had a few cases where it has been, and then they send it out manually ASAP, because it could be that you just doubled up and you want to repurchase your package, so the company understands that this is important. Will other members be available to hold their own presentations? Yeah, I'm sure they will. I mean, the presentations are available in the back office. What I will do, because I see quite some people on this call actually who are, in my eyes, people who are leading several teams. I will do it like this. I'm going to leave a Gmail address that I'm using, and I'm actually forgetting this. It's royaldragontraders@gmail.com. If someone wants to do their own presentations and they therefore need a PDF or a PPT, just send me an email with what you want, or we can connect and discuss it, and then I'm sure we can work something out. And it will also always, when it fits in my time schedule, I will be available to come on calls to do some extra explanation or to help you out. Let me see. Thank you. Okay, you're welcome. Once you hit 6 Bitcoin, you can upgrade or buy any additional positions. Well, 6 Bitcoin is the maximum. There's, of course, a reason that they've chosen that you cannot just double up. There's a limit to everything. But, of course, people are entitled to have as many positions as they want. It's completely up to yourself. You just need to have an additional email address and create a new username. And you can actually put a position under your own position. So, yes, that is allowed. Thanks again. Yeah, no problem. People, come on, we're here on the masses. I got more than 56, 57 people on the call, and I'm not getting a lot of questions. So either I've been very clear, or either you don't have questions, because if I look at the Facebook groups, they're full of questions all day long. I've been very clear. Well, thank you very much. Okay, and get another question here. Let me try to read this. That also has to be with the BIP 148. Yeah. Again, I am sure that the company will take measurements to do their utmost that all of your deposits are in a safe place, regardless whether they're in some kind of trade, regardless if they're invested in mining equipment. In that case, they won't be hurt at all, by the way. So they will always, yeah, of course, and there are. You're correct. I'm getting some advice. There are wallets that are compatible, but therefore I would suggest to ask this question in your groups. For sure, there will be someone who can point you to a website where they give detailed information. I've read some articles as well over the last day, but it's a good tip indeed. Did you address the longevity of why you feel RDT will be for the long term by learning lessons from other system failures? Yeah, it's a valid question, and I'm going to be very frank in my answer. Yes, I have a very good feeling about the longevity for RDT. This has to do, first of all, the fact that I know the founders and owners personally for a longer period of time. I don't know them through network marketing, but I know them through regular business. So that's point one. I know they're very genuine and very honest people, and they have a high level of integrity, and they will put the members in front of everything. Even if it will cost them money, the members come first. Of course, they've seen what happens with others, and exactly for that fact, that's the fact that they have not been visible yet. And it might sound strange, but I can actually understand this. And I'm sure over time they will come forward, but I can actually understand that they don't want to be visible right now because the paperwork has to be signed this week. So logically, you're not gonna show yourself if nothing is embedded in paper, of course. But on the other hand, we've seen what happened with some other companies. There's always people who try to connect left and right, and I mean these are genuine business people, so they have other things to worry about as well. But I'm sure that they will be visible at some time. But to go back to the question a little bit, the question was the longevity of the company. Yeah, I think by investing heavily in the mining, I mean unless the prices, the price of kilowatt hour are going to be ridiculously high, and there will be no more profitable coins, then we will have to shut down the mining until it becomes profitable again. But mining is very profitable at the moment. It's very hard to get good mining contracts out there because most of the current mining farms, they are mining for Ethereum since they are awaiting proof of stake. So a lot of people gamble on either quadrupling or even getting higher amounts there. So renting is not really an option. So we've just decided, the company has decided to start their own farm, and they will have a big capacity. So they will actually be able to mine a lot of coins. And yeah, depending, like I said, on the difficulty and the cost of electricity, they have software that will calculate what will be the best for the company. So I think this is very good for longevity. Of course, we also still spread the risk by doing some fiat trading, and a lot of money is going to be made in crypto trading. Google all over the place what some people achieve with crypto trading. Then bear in mind that the company has traders who have developed an algorithm that has a track record of over 10 years with excellent results. You can imagine that even there will be trading days that the company might even double up just in crypto trading. So that's good for everybody, and it's of course for the longevity of the company. Let me see. If we see that our statement balance is different than our payment, should we submit a support ticket? We'll be addressing this. Due for the fees, suspicious with wallet. Not sure if I'm getting this, but of course, if your payout is different than what you were due to get in your wallet, then you need to address support. What you might probably see, and this is not the case in this account, unfortunately, since I just created it for demonstrational purposes. But what you might see that there's two fees going out at the day that you are paid. One is the most of the time it's the lower. Well, I won't say the lower amount, but it's the one underneath. That's the amount that will be sent to your wallet, and then the one who is on top of that, that's the actual fee, and the fee is 1.6% to send it out to your wallet, and they together combined should be the same as the outstanding balance. And of course, I'm logged out again. It's fine, but I hope this is understandable. So if you see, for example, the outstanding balance is 0.12. Now I'm going to make it difficult for myself. Then you will get 0.118 something or 19 something because a small portion is fee. So it's split up in two, but it should be the same as the outstanding balance. So feel free to check it. If it doesn't add up, feel free to send in an email to support. Let me see. People have reported to me that even after they hit the change button for left to right, some people are still falling on the wrong side. They created several blank accounts. It kept happening to them. Support is at a loss, they said. Well, the only thing that I can imagine is that you have to double check whether it really made a change. If you sign someone up yourself and by accident they wind up in a position where you didn't plan them to be, or what you didn't agree with them, I would say then just re-sign them up, because that is the easiest way. They'll just need a new username and an extra email address. Then make sure that you change them to the right correction, and the other account will be deleted within 72 hours. Because as of now, it will be that everybody who signs up has 72 hours to purchase their initial package. If they don't, they will be compressed out of the system. Yeah, I'm getting a comment here. Yeah, that could be the case. We have to discuss it maybe privately. Okay, yeah, well, in fact, I get a good suggestion. From someone here. The feature that I just showed you, and let me quickly. I'm going to quickly log in just to show it, to be fully transparent here as well. The feature that we are going to have removed. That was actually here in the network section. Here you have the possibility to either choose left or right. And if you stated what we have seen with people, let's say, for example, now I don't think this one does say direct. Yeah, I get it direct here. If I would have filled in here test right, because this account is test right, and I wanted to place someone under the left here, then the next person will come here. So in the next days, this is no longer available. But if you don't, let's say that someone has put something in it, but it didn't change it back to the original username, that might have caused confusion as well. So it's a good thing that this feature is going away, actually. So it will be much easier. And with just having left and right, I think it's way better for the binary as well, because people will be getting overspill. And that's what we're all in it for. We all want to earn money, which is logical. And that's why I've been asked to lead the network to explain to all of you on what is the best way to do it. Since the Bitcoin nearly doubles in 90 days on a 0.1 package and a 0.1 minimum withdrawal, there will be not enough BTC to reinvest 0.1 Bitcoin and withdraw. Yes, there will be. Of course, even if you have the 0.1 package and you nearly double up, so let's say you get 0.195 paid to your wallet and you've been passive over time, and you want to renew your own package, you can renew your own package for 0.105 BTC. So you actually made 0.9 BTC profit. So I think that explains the question. Can compressed member? Yeah, good question. Can compressed members come back in later using the same email address and username? Well, the username, no, but I can actually show you that they can use the same email. Because if I go to referrals right now, and you can check this in your own back office, if you've had people, but they didn't have time or they didn't feel comfortable enough to get on board yet, which we can understand since there have been a lot of programs and a lot of companies going down rather quickly with similar looking programs. I have to say, what you can see here, that their email will, after compression, be replaced by a company email address. And this is just, you can't email, this is just a fake address. So yes, they can use their same email address again, but obviously they will have to use a new username because the usernames are hard-coded in the system, so we cannot change them. And this is also something, this will be a question that will be coming up, so let me try to prevent this. A lot of you, although the system is compressed, will still see these positions. So it says no package. And these are gray, it's no package. I think as of tomorrow or the day after tomorrow, we will give them another color. We've sent a message to IT. They had 1 day off today because they worked the last 2 weekends. So it's not more than fair to give them 24 hours off. But they will restart tomorrow morning, here our time. And then this is one of the first things that they are going to work with. So I assume that we'll give them another color. If it's technically possible to remove them, we will do so. But we don't want to have the risks that we do on a live server. So they will have to test it on a test server if it will not mix up the system in a way, because of course it can be that although a position is empty, that there are points in it, in one leg, for example. So we just have to make double sure and double check that is not going to affect the whole point system. And then eventually maybe we can also visually compress it, all right? So I hope this answers your question. Let me see. It's happened many times. Placement feature is yes. Okay, I got that one. People, any more questions? Feel free. We still have some time left. Yeah, you're welcome. Some people thank me for the presentation. I'm trying to be as transparent and clear as can be. By the way, I'll be doing these company presentations every Sunday. It might not be the most convenient time for everyone, and I understand it also, and in particular, given the fact that we have time differences, we will extend them to multiple time zones. So we'll actually, I will consult with multiple leaders in multiple time zones on what would be the best times for their teams. And if not, we can also